Are your email open rates falling flat? Don't fret. We'll cover how to get more opens in this episode. Here we go.
Welcome to the Everything Email Podcast with Ken Countess. Ken is a world-renowned email marketing expert. He'll help you 10x your business with email strategies that generate more sales. And now, here's Ken Countess.
Hey, welcome to episode 82 of the Everything Email Podcast. I'm Ken Countess. In this episode, I'm going to cover the third of the frequently asked questions that I get. And this tracks back to some workshops I did a few weeks ago where we had 300 people attending. And there were some questions that came up pretty often. So we're going to answer the third of the three. If you're not sure what the other questions were, go back and check episodes 80 and 81. So here's episode 82. And by the way, before I get started, make sure you subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss a single episode. It's available on Apple, Google, Spotify, any place you go to find your podcasts. And you can find them on my website too at kenisemail.com/podcast. Okay, let's go. Hey, are you struggling to get your email subscribers to open your messages? Well, don't worry, you're not alone, because lots of businesses and even some nonprofits face this challenge. With a couple of simple tweaks, you can improve your open rates and get your message in front of more eyes. First tip is be a recognized sender. Think about when you open up your inbox, whether in the morning, afternoon, evening, whenever. Believe it or not, the very first thing you're actually looking at is who sent me an email. And so if your email is dropping into somebody's inbox and you're not a recognized sender, the chances of them opening your email diminish. So the way you get around that, if you're just starting out or maybe you've had email marketing for a while but you don't send regularly, is start sending regularly. And when you're starting out, that might be once a month. Don't do it any less frequently than once a month. More is actually better. But don't do it every day. Nobody wants to get an email from somebody every single day, right? I tend to send mine once a week, and my open rates tend to be in the mid-40s. Okay, number 2, the subject line. Make sure your subject line is compelling and relevant to your audience. Keep them short and snappy. 4 to 7 words, no more than that. You can use puns or humor to make them stand out, and personalization can go a long way. So consider using the recipient's name or some other personalized details. This makes your email feel more tailored and less like generic spam. Number 3, consider the timing of your emails. Experiment with different send times to see when your audience is most likely to engage. I can tell you if you send your emails out 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, your open rates are probably not going to be as good as they are if you send them in the morning. Midday, midweek tends to be best. But test. Number 4, segment your email list to make sure that your messages are tailored to specific groups of subscribers. Depending on what kind of business you're in, you may be able to segment your list based on geography. Maybe you're a restaurant and you have multiple locations in different cities. You might want to segment your list by city because you might have different specials, different hours in each location. You get the idea. Test and see what's working best for you. The next one, consider using A/B testing. Notice I use the word test again. You want to experiment with different email formats and content to see what resonates best with your audience. You may think you know what's resonating best, but the best way to really know is do A/B testing. And what that means is 2 different groups in your list get different kinds of content. And the software will actually let you know which of the 2 perform better. And that's the one you send to everybody on your list. And finally, make sure that you regularly clean your email list to remove inactive or unengaged subscribers. This will not only improve your open rates because you have fewer people that you're sending to, you're only sending to the people that want your email, and this helps you ensure that your messages are reaching your most valuable contacts. Hey, with these tips, you'll be on your way to boosting your email open rates and reaching more of your target audience. If you haven't already started using email marketing, I've got a great offer for you. Go to my website. It's kenisemail.com and look at the top of the page. You'll see the best email offer up there. Check that out, and you'll automatically become a member of my inner circle. That's it for this week. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Everything Email Podcast with Ken Countess. If you like the podcast, tell your friends and coworkers about it. Be sure to visit kenisemail.com to sign up for Ken's mailing list. You'll get great marketing tips every week in your inbox. Have questions? Send Ken an email. It's ken@kenisemail.com. See you next time.